They say love makes you do crazy things. But nobody tells you how far crazy really goes until you're holding a shaved wig in one hand and forging hospital bills in the other. My name is, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to be known. I'm here to tell you what a lie looks like when it's dressed in sympathy. I faked a cancer diagnosis for 7 years to keep a man who already didn't want me. His name was Daniel. We met in college. He had a smile like gravity, pulling everything and everyone toward him. I wasn't his type. He liked dancers, adventurers. The wild ones. I was quiet, not ugly, not beautiful, just safe. We dated for 6 months, then he broke up with me, said I was too dependent, that I didn't challenge him, that we were headed in different directions. Translation: he was bored, and I wasn't enough. But here's the sick part. When he left, I didn't cry. I calculated, because in that breakup, I saw a crack, and in that crack, I saw a way back in. I knew Daniel. I knew what pulled his strings. His guilt, his savior complex, his desperate need to be the good guy. So I made myself his cause. It started with a message. Hey, not to be dramatic, but something's wrong. Really wrong. He called within seconds. I told him I had pain, that I went to the hospital, that the doctors ran tests. Then I paused. I left silence long enough for his heart to race. And then I whispered, they think it's cancer. He came over that night, and the game began. I learned everything. Symptoms, terminology, medication cycles. I joined forums, watched YouTube videos of real patients. I even fasted to lose weight, just to look convincingly sick. He was amazing at first. Held me, cooked for me, cried with me, told me he was sorry for leaving, told me he'd never leave again. And I believed him. For a moment I actually forgot I was faking, because the way he loved me in that lie was better than anything I'd ever known in truth. But time is cruel, and cancer is impatient. 6 months in, he started asking questions. Why wasn't I getting worse? Why didn't I lose my hair during chemo? I told him I was on experimental treatment, that it wasn't as aggressive, that it was working. So I shaved my own head, put on makeup to hollow my cheeks. I even made fake bruises with purple eyeshadow. That bought me another year. He proposed. Yes, you heard right. He proposed to the dying girl. Said he didn't want to waste time, that even if I had only months left, he wanted to make them count. And in that moment, as I stood there holding a ring bought with pity, I realized something sick. I didn't feel guilty. I felt powerful. I had bent reality with a lie so complete, so rehearsed, that even the man who left me was now begging to keep me. We got married in a courthouse, no guests. He said it was for simplicity. I knew it was because part of him still wasn't sure. And yet he stayed. I kept the act alive for 5 more years. I cycled through fake remissions, showed forged scan results I photoshopped in Canva. I created email addresses posing as doctors. I wept on command. I threw up water and told him it was chemo side effects. I wore long sleeves to fake IV bruises. Every time he pulled away emotionally, I got sicker. And every time he felt guilty enough, he came back closer. We even started planning to adopt. He said he couldn't bear the idea of losing me without leaving something behind. That's when I started cracking. Not because of guilt, but because I couldn't keep up the lie. I was tired, living 2 lives. Every friend I had faded away. I isolated us so no one could ask questions. I made him cut off people who were toxic to my healing. I turned his life into a prison and told him it was hospice. Then, 2 years ago, I woke up to the sound of him crying in the kitchen. He was on the phone with his sister. He said, "I think it's coming soon. She's too weak to even eat." And in that moment, I realized he was finally bracing for my death. So I panicked. I told him the treatment was working again, that it was a miracle. And he believed me. Because when you've given 7 years of your life to a lie, the truth would kill you faster than the disease ever could. But something had changed. He didn't look relieved, he looked hollow. That night he slept on the couch, and I knew, somewhere deep down, he didn't love me anymore. He was just trapped. That's when I did the worst thing of all. I staged a final relapse. I wrote a goodbye letter, put it in his sock drawer. I collapsed in the bathroom and waited for him to find me. Ambulance, ER, all of it fake. I drank vodka and sleeping pills. Just enough to scare him, not enough to die. He stayed by my side all night, held my hand like it was our wedding day. And when I woke up, he said, "I don't care if you live or die. Just tell me the truth." I laughed, said he was delusional, said the stress was getting to him. But his eyes, they didn't blink. That night he packed a bag and left. I tried calling, texting, begging. 2 days later, I got a text from an unknown number. It said, "You need help, not love." And that was it. 7 years of manipulation. 7 years of manufacturing grief. 7 years of being the main character in a tragedy I wrote myself. Gone, just like that. Here's the part I haven't told anyone. I miss it. I miss the lie. Because the lie made me matter. In the real world, I'm nobody. Forgettable, replaceable. But in that lie, I was loved. I was needed. I was dying, and people don't question the dying. I haven't spoken to Daniel since. I hear he's remarried now. She's a real cancer survivor. Irony doesn't even begin to cover it. But me? I still sleep with the wig in a box under my bed. I still keep the fake hospital bills in a folder on my hard drive. And sometimes, just sometimes, I open them and reread the story I told, to remind myself how powerful a lie can be when it's built on desperation. He thought I was fighting to live, but the truth is, I was dying for attention. I don't expect anyone to forgive me. Hell, I wouldn't forgive me, but I'm not the only one out there. There are others like me, not liars, not monsters, just women who were so desperate to be loved that they chose death. Because it was the only thing that made people stay. If this story hit a nerve, hit the like button and subscribe. And if you've got a secret too heavy to carry, one you've buried so deep it screams in silence, send it in. Anonymously. No names, no judgment. Just your truth. Finally heard. This is the listening room. Let it out. You've held it in for too long.